Hello everyone and welcome to Lush and Salty Aquariums. My name is Stefan. Thank you for coming to my channel. So we're at the ADA 23.5 gallon, the 60H. The extra 3 gallons are in height, which is pretty awesome. This is the center tank in my fish room. But I don't want to review the tank per se, although that is inevitable when you're staring at it for 5 or 10 minutes. I did want to talk about this fish here, the Rummy Nose Rasbora or Sawbwa Resplendens. So cool. This used to be, not so long ago, a fairly rare and expensive fish in the hobby, but it's become a lot more achievable to receive, to find, to buy, with individuals costing just a few dollars, maybe $6 a piece would be a nice price. And you can get them cheaper too, especially if they're juveniles or at a swap or a club meeting, something like that. I got this original group from Aquatic Arts. I think that or the Wet Spot, both are excellent places to purchase fish online, by the way. And I'm not sponsored by them or anything like it, but I am a satisfied customer. I also, though, and this is what prompted me to make this video, look at how beautiful these are. I mean, I'm not doing anything to the camera. It's under a good light for sure, excuse me. But, I mean, that slate gray looks so cool, and it's so especially luscious looking because these fish do not have scales. They're like a trout in that respect. You know, so you have to be careful with them when using medications, as any fish without scales is more apt to be hurt by certain strong medicines. But that's just a detail, a fun fact. I got a group of 4 or 5 from good old Jason at Primetime Aquatics recently at a swap, like a month ago, and every one of them was a female, and the females are boring looking for sure, especially compared to their brothers over here. They're smaller, their gold is a reach, there's a bigger one. Gold, calling them gold would be a stretch. But, so they're pretty drab, but the thing about it is they're a lot harder to find than the males. The females, like certain species, for various reasons, perhaps breeders coveting them or sellers and wholesalers just not providing them because they can't sell them as well as their more colorful brothers. For various reasons, they're a lot harder to find. And you know, if you're in the hobby more than a few years, you start to realize that color and beauty are not the only reasons for keeping fish. Just like I wouldn't want to live in a world of just boys, you need females to bring out the best in the males and vice versa, to say nothing if you want to spawn them. Now, when I talked to Jason from Primetime at the last swap, the Greenwater swap here in Tinley Park, just outside of Chicago, and I told him and sent him a picture of these, and he confirmed they were females, because for a minute I wasn't even sure I'd gotten the right species. And when I talked about it with him, he said, well, send me a photo. So I did that. We confirmed they're females, and he told me what I already knew, which is that, you know, as I'm telling you, they're rare and coveted, especially if you want to breed these fish. And you should, because if this was a species only tank, they're relatively easy to breed. And though I said they're still, you know, their prices come down, $6 or $7 a fish is still a nice amount for a Rasbora or a Tetra. When you consider these SB Rasboras, as beautiful as they are, can be $3 or $2.99 online, and Ember Tetras, which I have in here as well, both beautiful red fish, much cheaper. You get 3 of those for the price of one of these Rummy Nose Rasboras. So breeding them is not a bad idea if you're so inclined. But I keep multiple species, and if I ever were to find a fry in this tank, and Lord knows it's possible when you look at all this protection that they would have. But on the other hand, I stock pretty heavily, so there's plenty of predators for teeny tiny fish, and I wouldn't put it past even the little ember tetra to pick off a delectable fry of, well, any of the fish in this tank. So the Rummy Nose Rasbora, that great slate color, the shocking Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer front and back is just an absolutely fantastic fish, and it's never been easier to find and cheaper to buy. So I'm basically just saying, if you're wondering what would be a good group of shoaling, not tight schooling fish, but shoaling fish for either a community aquarium or a species only tank, do not sleep on the Rummy Nose Rasbora. And if you can get a few females with your males, take them. Don't be discouraged by their blasé appearance. If anything, the reason why my males are looking greater than ever is because they have a reason to do so with these sweet little girls in there. I was thinking about it before I made the video. What we consider beautiful or attractive, why would we want to put that on a fish? Maybe the gold, that subtle gold hue, is just absolutely irresistible to these gaudy colored males. Just food for thought. In any event, folks, have a wonderful holiday season between Thanksgiving and Christmas when this video is going to drop. Ciao for now.